gotta go. Woo!
I'm coming over to Palm Island to attend the Early Years Conference, and I'm there in my role as the chairperson of the Tropical Brain and Mind Foundation, which is a Townsville-based charitable foundation. Our area of work is brain health and brain development.
Primarily looking at the important connections that we all have to have when we're working with children. Really important that we stay connected and how we can support each other to get really good outcomes for kids.
And we're travelling over to Palm Island to be part of the conference for the 2 days and visit the Children and Family Centre. So I've had a relationship with the Children and Family Centre and PICC for probably going on 5-6 years through my role in the department. So we support the CFC in their continuous improvement and connecting with people on the island and getting in the little ones to the centre. So really important job. So we're really keen to go over and see what's happening and to meet community and have a look at that focus on the early years.
It's the first time I've presented in a conference, and I'm glad the first time it'll be memorable and be on Palm Island, yeah.
Mum and Dad were born here. I grew up here, Townsville, Yarrabah, Bowen, and I'm back here today to do some work and also talk about stuff like this, my latest book, Story Doctors.
I was outside, I was seasick, yeah, and I was a little bit seasick, but you know, I was inspired to write a song and it's called I've Never Been Lovesick, but I've been seasick.
It's an emotional day for me because this is the first conference we've conducted over here, and it's great to see all the visitors and our staff members, and I'm a bit overwhelmed at the moment.
And I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the elders that are present, the elders that are past, and our future elders, and that's why we're here today. For our little ones that are in the womb still, yet to be born, or the ones that are already born, they're our future elders.
I work for the Department of Education with Caroline, and I work on a project called Connect for Children. It's a small project, but it actually works in 102 vulnerable communities across the state.
A young girl doing telehealth with speech therapy at her home. It's culturally appropriate. You can see siblings, uncles, aunts, and everyone else around watching that girl do her telehealth session. And that girl is, like Caroline said, her self-esteem is raised because her family are watching and sharing in the success of the telehealth.
First Nations unit, we have 3 main programs within that unit. So we have the rehab team who see both children and adults, and they fit hearing aids, amplification. So people who have been diagnosed with a hearing loss and they need assistance with amplification.
It's great to be here today. I've worked with, over the 25 to 30 years I've been working within schools, I've worked with over 1.5 million children. I'm really proud of you guys here is that you are looking at the base and growing from there. But we also have to look at the 100 years of pain on this island.
Uncle Aburi has been around for a long time and
Not that long.
and to have some of these deadly elders with us still is still inspiring for us, so thank you.
Thank you.
I really felt a huge sense of community. I feel we were just chatting before. It just feels like the team here works so well together, and I think they have some people that are really passionate about the little ones, and so am I. That's what my program is all about. So yeah, I just thought that was really nice.
A wonderful time today, Vince, and Palm Island was just absolutely shining. What a glorious day, and we had a beautiful lunch, beautiful speakers, and I was so happy to be there.
My highlight of the day was catching up with my good friend Megan, who I first met in Mount Isa 2 years ago, and she taught me everything about ears and ear screening. So, and I've used it every day of my life in Aboriginal health since.
Well, it's my first time that I've been to Palm Island, so it was wonderful to get an idea of the context and the wonderful people and the team that are there, and yeah, to meet so many of the people that are working so hard to work with children and help children.
I think all the presenters were great, the MC was great. It was a happy day, and everyone I've spoken to took out something really good.
Seeing all of the amazing ideas, but also partnership, working together, going for the same goals.
I think the networking, the meeting people, because it's the collaboration that's going to make the biggest change.
The highlight is that it actually came to fruition. We had this idea a long time ago, and it's actually happened now. That's been the highlight of that actually an idea, and it ends up being what it was today. And tomorrow's going to be even better. So yeah.
Morning, everyone. Morning. Okay. You know about the kids here, and you know about the difficulty, and you know about all those things. But how did that come about? And truthfulness is the thing that you have to be to yourself. And little ones really love action, reaction, but also movement, and you know that.
We have to have an holistic approach, especially for the real vulnerable ones.
It's great to see all their beautiful faces. And if they were coming to us at an Indigenous Centre, they'd be just sitting at home. They won't access the mainstream.
For me, it was always about, one, having great Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander staff working for us. And I didn't care if they didn't have a qualification or a background. If they had passion, if they had a desire and a drive to get in there and make a difference.
6, 7, 10, sit down once again.
Yes, I just want to acknowledge that I'm on Gadigal country, the Eora Nation out here in Sydney. And I'm a proud Wiradjuri man myself from the Riverina district of New South Wales. Yeah, I was lucky enough to gain an audition for Play School, so they choose you and they sort of do a big scouting every couple of years to see who fit the bill as a presenter on Play School.
Yeah, look, it was fantastic. Like I said, it was the first for us, and so we weren't sure how it was going to go, but we're so happy. That the feel was fantastic. Everything that we wanted people to get out of the experience of coming to Palm and sharing ideas and stories was exactly what happened yesterday, and so today worked brilliantly as well. People have just absolutely loved it. Really what it was about for us was about sharing the experience of the early years for the Palm Island community and what that looks like for people. We were so keen to have the event at the centre, so that was really important for us to share that experience with everyone and having it at the place that all of our staff come to every day, and then being able to share some and broaden those horizons as well, and bringing the conference to Townsville so that our Palm Island staff could come over and share in that as well, and that opened up some opportunities for us to have some presenters from around the country.